By the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy, but now you're on hold listening to this music while you wait and...
You are listening to Yankton High School Athletics on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Hy-Vee, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, Ben's Brew Station, 1919 Root Beer, Fairfield Inn and Suites and the Holiday Inn Express in Yankton, Triple Time Rudy's, Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Vision Real Estate, Missouri River Associates, First Chiropractic Centers, First Dakota National Bank, the UPS Store, Conklin Distributing, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, Avera, Mayor Signs, Vision Care Associates, Truxedo, MT and RC Smith Insurance, Olson's Pest Technicians, Parker Hannafin, Midwest Insurance Agency, CoreTrust Bank, H&R Block of Yankton, Vantage Financial, Adam Walter, The Move Group, Hedro.
Now, we go live to the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Yankton, South Dakota in the Summit Activity Center for Yankton Gazelles Volleyball here on KYNT and KYN-TV. I am Brayden Butler, and thank you for joining me this evening, not only on 102.1 FM AM 1450 KYNT as usual, as well as on KYN-TV, but we're simulcasting to our sister station over in Pierre, so a big thank you to KCCR and your listeners in the state capital area for this Governor's Volleyball matchup with the Yankton Gazelles. I will do my best to stay unbiased tonight, as I know that there will be a crowd on hand who might not like the rah-rah for the home team, but I will try my best. I digress. It is pink night here for the Gazelles, and it should be a fun one. If you're watching on KYN-TV, you can see a little bit of pink flavor added into our usual pregame graphic, and it should be a great one this evening. Obviously, October is when a lot of that pink comes out for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that is on the topic, or on the mind of a lot of people tonight, but volleyball is a great way to spend a Thursday night here in South Dakota. We're going to be broadcasting live tonight from your broadcast booth, brought to you by the Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express here in Yankton. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling either Hotel Direct. Once again, I am Brayden Butler, and I'd like to thank you for joining us this evening for some Class AA volleyball from the Summit Activities Center. I want to give a shout out to our fans of the game as well, brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you are traveling to a home or an away game, be sure to fill up at Triple Time Rudy's out on Broadway Avenue. They're at 1606 Broadway here in Yankton. And that goes for Pierre fans who may be making the trip down here to watch the game. Fill up at Triple Time on your way back home. I keep saying it, but it should be a fun one tonight. This is a couple teams in the Gazelles and the Lady Govs of Pierre that are trying to steady the ship a little bit. The Gazelles have lost 5 straight. The Governors have lost 7 of their last 8. Both teams right now kind of on the edge of a SODAC 16 spot. The Gazelles in 15th, the Lady Govs in 16th. So this is one of those big matches against a team around you in the standings that both of these squads want to have in the win column to try to propel them to a potential postseason spot. We're going to talk more about that in a couple minutes. We're going to take our first break here, though, on KYNT and KYN-TV. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. We're coming back in 3 minutes to break down this matchup.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
The Boathouse is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts, plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Some say the Boathouse is the most fun you can have on land. Trivia on Tuesday nights, music bingo on Wednesdays with live music on Friday night. This is downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages. If you can't be on the boat or at a Bucks or Gazelles game, then it's the Boathouse.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Welcome back here live on KYNT and KYN-TV, simulcasting live on KCCR in Pierre as well for Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, taking on the Lady Govs of Pierre from the state capital. Should be a fun one tonight in our varsity matchup. Let's get into your matchup breakdown now, seeing how these two teams have fared in the season so far. We'll start with the hometown Gazelles, 4-12 coming into today's matchup. 3-3 at home, though, so not a large sample size of home matches for Yankton, but they do enjoy it when they get to come home and play in front of their home crowd here at the Summit Activities Center. 1-9 away from home. That includes road games and neutral site games as well. 0-5 in their last 5 matches for Yankton. Pierre comes in at 3-11 overall, 2-5 at home, 1-6 on the road, 1-4 in their last 5 matches. That includes losses in 7 of their last 8. Both these teams, talked about earlier on, trying to get out of some funks right now as we're nearing the end of the regular season. This is a battle of 15 against 16 in the Class AA standings, and as everyone knows, only the top 16 teams make the SODAC with a shot at eventually advancing to the state tournament. So right now, both these teams hungry for a win, and when you play one of these teams who's around you in the standings, it feels maybe, I don't want to say more winnable, but you feel like you got a better shot to go out there and pick one up against a team that is right now on your level, and these two teams are both fighting hard late in the season. Should be a great one tonight. It is pink night for the Gazelles. You can see a little pink on your screen on KYN TV, and I am 97% sure the Gazelles will be wearing some special pink jerseys as well this evening. Our scoreboard should reflect that as well once we get things rolling on KYN TV. We're going to go to another break here on the station. When we come back, we've looked at how these teams have done as a whole on the season. Let's look at recent history and how these two teams have matched up against each other when we come back. This is Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, KYNT, KYN-TV, also simulcasting live on KCCR in Pierre. We're back in 3 minutes.
Union people are my people, dreaming big, keeping life simple, saving smart, living free at Explorers Credit Union. You're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall, together we rise, together we call. Credit Union people are my people, it's true, and I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
A couple days ago, a teacher came into the UPS store to print some worksheets for her classroom. As we were printing, she asked if we could help her design and print a custom banner for her school's upcoming event. Yes, we can. At the UPS store in Yankton, where for over 8 years we've been serving educators, businesses, and community members with all kinds of printing solutions. Stop by today and let us assist with your next project, and be sure to ask about our shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Stay healthy this season with a flu shot from Yankton Medical Clinic. They are hosting flu shot clinics every Tuesday afternoon, 3 to 4:30, now through November 11th, along with Saturday, November 8th from 9 a.m. to noon. Walk-ins are welcome, or schedule your appointment online at yanktonmedicalclinic.com. Don't wait. Protect yourself and your loved ones today with a flu shot from Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO is the great big small bank. And for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back here live inside the Summit Activity Center for Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, taking on the Lady Govs of Pierre this evening in Class AA action. We've talked about where both these teams stand in recent performances against other teams and where they stand in Class AA, but how they've matched up recently, it's been some Pierre dominance over Yankton since 2021. The Lady Govs are 4-1 against the Gazelles since 2021. Pierre's wins include a 3-1 win last year, a 3-0 sweep in 2022, and a pair of 3-0 sweeps for the Governors back in 2021 over the Gazelles. Yankton's one win was also a 3-0 sweep back in 2023, so a couple years ago now. I believe they were here for that match as well a couple years ago, right here in the Summit Activity Center, and that might be the last time Gazelles Volleyball has hosted Pierre here inside the Summit. So Yankton trying to break the recent run of form. Pierre trying to keep their dominance. Both these teams, of course, want to stay in the hunt for a SODAC 16 spot. Yankton comes in 15th in the standings. They got 38.75 seed points. Pierre comes in 16th in the standings. That's 15th and 16th. The Governors have 38.143 seed points. So two very close teams. A win today for Pierre could jump them above the Gazelles, and a win for the Gazelles could give them a little more cushion from the outside looking in of the postseason. Should be a lot of fun tonight here. The final sub-varsity match is wrapping up in front of us. Set 1 was a Gazelles victory. I believe this is the sophomore match. The Gazelles won set 1 28-26. Yankton currently up in set 2 23-19. And if Yankton gets to 25 before Pierre, that'll end the match. They're going to play 2 sets in sub-varsity. After that, about a 15-minute break, maybe even 20, and then we should go live for the varsity matchup. So looks like we're going to be a little late for our 6:30 scheduled opening serve between the Gazelles and the Governors, but we got plenty to talk about still to come here on KYNT and KYN TV. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, well, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. When we come back in 3 minutes, we're going to look at some team stats for both these squads. Back in 3 minutes at the Summit Activity Center.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
At Mead Lumber of Yankton, we're more than building materials. We're your partner in every project. From your first sketch to your final nail, we're here with expert advice, quality products, and hometown service you can count on. For over 100 years, we've been proud to build homes, businesses, and dreams with you right here in our community. Stop in and see what makes Mead Lumber the trusted name in building. Mead Lumber of Yankton, helping you build, helping you grow, from design to finish.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
For coverage you can count on, call Brendan Hansen or Brandon Tycro in Yankton today.
The perfect place to get together with friends and family and watch the game and enjoy some of the best wings in town is Checkers Sports Bar and Grill. Checkers is open every day, and on Monday nights, the action gets even better. Cheer on Monday Night Football with $6 cheeseburgers and fries, plus play bingo and your chance to win great prizes. From mouth-watering wings to juicy burgers and stacked sandwiches, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite destination for food, friends, and game day fun. Your game days belong at Checkers. Have a large group or event that you'd like to offer clothing for? JJ Benji's can make you look good. Instead of you taking orders, collecting money, and then delivering the clothing, let JJ Benji's handle it all. JJ Benji's will create an online store with the merchandise you want to offer. People order, pay, and then JJ Benji's will ship it. You just provide a link or QR code to the online store, and that's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton for more information.
Welcome back here inside the Summit Activities Center, and it is loud here inside the Summit. The Yankton High School band under the direction of Gwen Winish performing here, getting both squads. Well, the ideal scenario is get Yankton hyped up here as the home team, but playing some music as both teams get warmed up down below for our varsity matchup. Sophomore match ended 2-0. Yankton wins over Pierre, so the Governors looking to bounce back in the varsity match here in about just over 18 minutes, so we're streaming towards a first serve about 6:40, so not too far behind schedule, but still a little bit here as there is a young fan in front of the camera. I apologize there. I am set up away from our camera, so just a little kid having fun. As long as I'm not messing with anything, it's all right. But if you saw that on KYN TV, apologies there. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. It's time for your pregame Stats in Focus here on the station. Brought to you by Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. These are the Gazelles stats for the season on your screen. The Gazelles averaging 17.5 points per set this season while allowing 22.4. That is a negative scoring differential of minus 4.9 points per set, and a lot of that's been as of late. The Gazelles, their 5-match losing streak, they've only taken one set. That was in a 3-1 loss to Aberdeen Central a couple matches back. As for the Governors, 16.8 points per set for Pierre, 24 points allowed. So that is a minus 7.2 points per set in the scoring differential. Both these teams obviously are down a little bit in the class right now, more losses than wins, so that's always going to skew those per stat metrics. But both these teams are hungry for some wins tonight. We've talked about both squads coming off of some losing streaks. In the Gazelles' case, 5 straight. In the Governor's case, 7 of their last 8. I guess the bright side for the Gazelles is prior to this 5-game skid, they had won 3 of their last 4 matches, including their last home match, which was all the way back on September 22nd against Vermillion. An interclass matchup ended in a 3-0 sweep for the Gazelles over the Tanagers. That's the last time the Gazelles were at home, so let's see if they can keep the home streak going here today against the Governors. I am Brayden Butler here on KYNT and KYN-TV, 102.1 FM and AM 1450. We're also streaming live simulcast for our sister station KCCR in Pierre. Gazelles and Governors coming up in just about 16 minutes here on the station. We're back in 3 minutes to keep things rolling on the Hy-Vee pregame show.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichson. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Olson Pest Technicians can treat and cure them. Right now, they can provide grain fumigation on the farm and do one-shots for homes to keep pests out for the winter. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KIL-BUGS.
You've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury. Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet. From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arm, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive SmartWire sealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the Sherlock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as streaming live on our sister station of KCCR in Pierre. It's time for your standings review for Class AA Volleyball. It's brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Mentioned it a couple times already tonight, but Yankton 15th in the AA standings, Pierre in 16th. Big match for both these teams as they want to punch their ticket to a SODAC 16 spot here in a couple weeks. And also, it's about a month from the SODAC, but still, I digress. And then eventually have a shot at the state tournament if they do get that SODAC 16 matchup. Looking at your standings from top to bottom, Harrisburg, the number 1 overall seed at 21-2 on the year. O'Gorman sits second at 17-3, followed by Brandon Valley in third. The Raiders of Rapid City Stevens are the first Western team to make their name on the list. They're in fourth. Sioux Falls Lincoln 5th. Mitchell, the Colonels, are in 6th with Watertown 7th. And Spearfish rounding out the top 8. Those 8 teams would host in the SODAC 16 if the season were to end today. Now let's get into the bottom half of that SODAC 16. Aberdeen Central would be 9th. Sioux Falls Washington currently 10th. Sioux Falls Jefferson in 11th with the Huron Tigers 12th. Rapid City Central's 13th, followed by Brookings, Yankton, and Pierre 14, 15, 16 to round out the top 16. Outside looking in right now for 4 teams in Class AA. Sturgis Brown in 17th, and they are 0.333 seed points behind Pierre. So this is a big matchup for the Governors. If Sturgis can get a win in their next match and the Governors fall today, that could jump the Scoopers into the top 16. T-Area currently sits 18th. They're not too far behind either. Sioux Falls Roosevelt 19th with Douglas rounding out the top 20. That is your Class AA standings. Here brought to you by Rhonda Westland, State Farm Insurance. We're going to go to another break, and when we come back, we're going to start talking about key players in this one today. So don't go anywhere. Still plenty to come here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as live on our sister station, KCCR in Pierre. We're back in 3 minutes from the Summit Activity Center.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? Sports injuries can happen quickly, posing threats to your health and ability to participate in your regular athletic activities. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson from First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care can provide pain relief from sore and aching muscles and lead to faster recovery after workout by easing the inflammation you experience, like stiffness, pain, or restricted movement. Visit with us about managing your sports injuries. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Larry's is having a duct cleaning sale. Not duck, duct, D-U-C-T. Right now, have your ducts cleaned by Larry's Heating and Cooling by November 14th, and you'll get a 20% discount. With winter coming up, now is a great time to clean out the dust and allergens in your vents. Save 20%. Call Larry's now and schedule your duct cleaning by November 14th. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermillion.
I am John Marquardt, and I'm running for District 18 State Representative. I'm currently chair of the Yankton County Commission. I was born and raised in rural South Dakota and have an ag business background. I am a conservative that fights to keep taxes low, supports law enforcement, and I'll look out for the best interests of District 18.
Vote for John Marquardt for District 18 State Representative in the Republican primary. Paid for by friends of John Marquardt.
It's game time. Under the lights, in the stands, or out on the field, Prime Energy powers Yankton Pride. Every can packs bold flavor and clean energy. No sugar crash, no nonsense. With electrolytes for hydration, B vitamins for focus, and performance you can feel. Prime helps you push harder, go longer, and stay sharp. Refresh, refuel, and rise with Prime Energy. Great taste, smart fuel, next level energy, and proud to power our Bucks and Gazelles.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe patients should understand their treatment, not just receive it. That's why they show you x-rays and photos, explain the why, and keep you informed every step of the way. They treat patients of all ages and especially love caring for kids. Most pediatric treatments are done right in the office, trying to limit trips out of town. So come see Elwood Family Dental Care today, located at 19th and Broadway, where they take care of the entire family.
Welcome back here live from the Summit Activities Center in Yankton, South Dakota, as Yankton Gazelles volleyball hosting the Pierre Governors tonight in a Class AA collision. So we're going to talk about keys when we come back, and we're going to start with your key players for the Gazelles, and that's players plural today. It's going to be Brenna Elwood and Elena Nelson. Your key players are brought to you by Missouri River Associates. And the reason I chose Elwood and Nelson is because Yankton runs a two-setter system. Both setters will need to be sharp tonight as they rotate through, setting the table for their teammates, no pun intended there, especially if Yankton wants to get back into the win column for the first time in almost a month. It's the 16th of October. Their last win was the 22nd of September right here at Summit Activities Center against Vermillion. As for the Governors, they're looking to get back in the win column in their own right. They did have a win on October 11th. They defeated Lennox, I believe 3-1 in that one. But 7 of the last 8 matches for the Govs have not gone in their favor. They're trying to stop that run of form and get back onto some wins here late in the season. Both these teams looking to steady the ship and build some momentum down the stretch. Looks like hitting drills are underway for the Gazelles, and Pierre will get their opportunity shortly as well. It's going to be a great one tonight from the Summit Activities Center. The band's got the people going, plenty of fans on hand. Some have even made the trip from the state capitol, and I know that is not the most fun drive to make, especially on a Thursday night, but do appreciate everybody coming out here for this matchup today. When we come back, we're going to talk about your keys to victory in this one, or just some key points to focus on here tonight. This is Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, KYNT, KYN-TV, also simulcasting on KCCR in Pierre. We're back in 3 minutes at the Summit Activities Center.
Attention everyone. Health insurance open enrollment on the marketplace is happening now, November 1st to December 15th. This is your chance to review your plan, explore new options, and make sure you and your family have the coverage you need for the year ahead. Call me, Jen Great, with Missouri River Associates today. I can help you navigate the marketplace and find the plan that fits your needs. 665-6885. Don't wait. Open enrollment ends December 15th.
Buying or selling a home is a big decision. Work with someone who knows the ins and outs. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and with 20 years of experience, I will focus on the details while providing marketing knowledge, advice on staging, and negotiating to get your home sold. From start to finish, I'll guide you through the process, making sure nothing is overlooked. Call me, Deb Speck, Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site, fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has some really nice trucks that are ready for immediate delivery. This is a really nice looking 2022 F-150 Lariat with only 23,000 miles, and it's on sale for $46,900. Check out this one-owner 2024 F-150 with only 36,000 miles for $44,900. Also just in is the 2019 F-150 Platinum. These and so many more are found right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara. You're in the mood for Moody!
Boston Shoes to Boots is your locally owned family shoe store located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street. We offer the service and quality product to fit the whole family. Whether you're in the market for athletics, dress, casual, or work, come shop with us 6 days a week or shop online all the time at bostonshoestoboots.com. Try out our foot scanner and get fitted for insoles. Happy feet keep you healthy and on the move. Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics.
Looking for your next unforgettable vacation? Enter Yankton Thrive's Great Yankton Adventure Giveaway. You could win a free vacation packed with overnight stays, local dining, and even a guided fishing experience on the beautiful Missouri River, a total value of over $3,000. It's easy to enter and totally free. Head to our website, visit yanktonsd.com, and follow the giveaway link. Don't miss your chance to experience the best of Yankton. Explore more, adventure often, visit Yankton.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN-TV, Yankton Gazelles Volleyball hosting the Pierre Governors tonight from the Summit Activities Center. I am Brayden Butler. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening. Let's talk to your keys in this match. Let's talk about your keys in this match. I don't know if you can physically talk to the keys, but I digress. They're brought to you by Vision Real Estate. Visit igotvision.com. I'm a professional, ladies and gentlemen. I can read the ad, I promise. But your keys tonight, number one, establish control early. This is for the Gazelles this evening. Establish and control early, but it really can go both ways for these teams, but I digress. But establishing control early is going to be huge. Yankton has only won one set during their 5-match losing streak. They need to come out, take a set early, establish some control if they want to get back into the win column. Number two is the athleticism for Yankton, and I have it here, athleticism over height. This is a fairly short team in the Yankton Gazelles here today that they use their athleticism more than height at the end of the day, especially at the net. They're outside hitters. They don't stand that tall. Berkeley Olson, the leading outside hitter for Yankton so far this year in terms of kills, she's 5'6". Tyann Bestie, who's up there as well as a freshman, she's 5'7". So it's athleticism over height that's big today for Yankton. And kind of with that, too, with Tyann Bestie being a freshman, it's going to be youth. Yankton has one senior on their roster and 5 juniors. The Gazelles are a young team. As they gain more experience at the varsity level, they're becoming wise beyond their years, but it's just kind of putting that together. This is a young team. You're going to see mistakes at times. You're going to see players out of place. It's about overcoming that, but also utilizing that. There is a sense of, they say ignorance is bliss, right? If you're an underclassman, you haven't had as many experiences at the varsity level, sometimes you don't always understand the severity of a situation, and it can help you relax a bit in those situations. That's something to keep an eye on tonight, the youth for the Gazelles. We're going to take a break. When we come back in 3 minutes, we'll have your starting lineups and your opening serve from the Boathouse. Back in 3 minutes here at the Summit Activity Center.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family-owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
I'm Jason Orr, the new owner of FloorTech. If you're not familiar with FloorTech, we specialize in water, fire, and smoke damage mitigation and restoration. Also carpet and duct cleaning. If you do know FloorTech, you know we've proudly served the Southeast South Dakota and Northeast Nebraska regions for over 30 years, with locations in Yankton, Mitchell, and Pierce. Our experienced team will continue to tackle any water-related disaster or cleaning need, because when your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech.
Find them on Facebook or on the web at FloorTech Restoration.
Big things are happening at Parker of Yankton. With 2 new production lines coming soon, we're growing and hiring. We're looking for a product and a mechanical engineer, material handlers, line operation techs, and assemblers for both first and second shift. We offer paid vacation, medical, dental, vision, and life insurance, quarterly profit sharing, 401k match, and a fully paid retirement income account. If you want to work with a team that's building the future right here in Yankton, now's the time. Competitive pay, benefits, and room to grow. Apply today at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Do you have a storage unit? Isn't it a pain to go back and forth to it? Well, with Quality Storage Buildings, you can have a storage unit right in your own backyard. And instead of sending someone else rent, use their monthly rent-to-own program. Choose from storage options like sheds, garages, or containers. Buy pre-built or design your own building with their 3D builder. See the Quality Storage Buildings inventory in Yankton, Wagner, Freeman, Sioux Center, O'Neill, or Norfolk, or online at QualityStorageBuildings.com.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans. investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from Core Trust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit coretrustbank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. You can see it if you're watching live on KYN TV. We're also simulcasting live on KCCR and Pierre, but you can see that we were honoring Nora and Sabrina Kraske here at the Summit Activities Center, a pair of sisters who have been dominant in their careers as tennis players, wrapping up their high school careers with a doubles state championship at the state tournament just last week. It's time for your starting lineups here on KYNT and KYN TV. Your starting lineups are brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. As I am doing my best to circle the starters here for these two squads. We'll start with the visiting Pierre Governors. Starting the junior setter, stands 5'6", number 1, Molly Olson. Starting at the outside hitter spot, the junior, 5'8", number 4, Allie Keys. A senior setter and right side, Sloan Waldron, wears number 7. A senior defensive specialist, number 8, Alexis Schleckaway. Also starting the junior middle hitter, number 12, Alyssa Lowe. And the sophomore middle hitter, number 17, Addison Novotny. At the libero spot for the Governors is the senior Hadley Hart. Governors wearing their green uniforms with black stripe down the side, black numbers and letters, and white trim. Now for the Gazelles and their starting lineup. The freshman defensive specialist, Jordan Kudera. She's going to get the start as the libero today. Also going to start the freshman outside hitter, number 8, Tyan Vesti. The sophomore middle hitter, number 9, Ellie Trotzman. The sophomore middle hitter / right side, plays a little bit of both. Madison Gikaisen will wear number 10. Nora Schramm, the freshman middle hitter, wears number 12. Junior outside hitter, number 15, Berkeley Olson gets the start. And the freshman setter, number 16, Brenna Elwood. Pink jerseys with white numbers and trim for the Gazelles. Both teams' liberos are wearing white today for these squads. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Yankton Gazelles volleyball taking on the Pierre Governors. It's pink out night here at the arena. For those of you, if it's your first time ever tuning into volleyball, welcome. It's a lot of fun. First team to 25 wins the set. First team to 3 sets wins the match. If they do go to a 5th set, it's first team to 15. Student section getting fired up, led by a couple of Yankton High School athletes down there. I saw Tate Bestie, Owen Eidsness, and I believe that's Byron Jimenez out there as well, who's getting the squad fired up. Going through the usual pre-match changes here. Brenna Elwood goes back to serve, so it will be Yankton's serve to start things off. Yankton on the right side of your screen as you watch it on KYN TV. Pierre on the left. Opening serve here from Elwood is up and over. Dug out by the Governors. Front set goes far side, poked over, saved by Elwood. Yankton immediately goes out of system. Kudera to Olson, and that is down for the first kill of the match for Berkeley Olson. That was an out-of-system set there, too, from Jordan Kudera. She's credited with the assist. Elwood to serve again. 1-0 Yankton leads the Governors. Bump set, far side for Pierre. Sent over by Keys. Now here's Olson. Second kill attempt of the match. Nothing doing there. Out of system, have to go to the Govs. Keys again. Dug out by Kudera. Front set, middle of the net, and out of play. And it looks like Schramm was arguing that it got tipped, and it did get tipped at the net. So Nora Schramm beats the block and gets the kill. 2-0 here. Yankton leads in set number 1. Serve up and over for Brenna Elwood. Dug out by Hart. Bump set, goes far side, blocked to the net by Schramm. Pushed over by the Governors, and they're going to say, might have been too much of a push there. Double hit. Didn't pick up the official ruling from the judges, but it's a point for Yankton. Their third of the match. They lead 3-0 here in set number 1. Serve dug out by Hart. Bump set goes far side and put away. First point of the game for the Governors. And the serve goes to Pierre's side here as well. That's Allie Keys on the kill, her first of the night. And the way they've been trying to set her up early on, most likely will not be the last. Libero Hart goes back to serve, tips it over the top of the net, dug out by Kudera. Bump set, Elwood goes in the back line there to Bestie, trying to send it over. Met at the net. Keys was going for the kill, and she's able to beat the block. A little bit of a change-up there. Just kind of tapped it off of the Yankton defense and out of play. So a kill for Keys. Second one of the match for her. It's now 3-2. Yankton leads by 1 in set 1. Popped up by Bestie off the serve. Kudera with the bump set. Looking for Gukaisen. Sent over. Front set, middle of the net. Pierre. Kill confirmed for the Governors. That's Novotny, the sophomore middle hitter, getting involved in the middle. And we're all tied up at 3 here early on in set number 1. Serve up and over, popped up by Kudera. Bump set, Elwood to Schramm, saved away. Here's Olsen with the set, looking to beat it from the back line. Dug out by Bestie. Front set, Elwood, near side. Olsen put it away. 4-3, Yankton back on top. Big kill there for Berkeley Olsen. Second assist for Brenna Elwood as well. Berkeley Olsen, after that kill, gets to go back and serve. 4-3, Yankton leads here set number 1. Serve up and over, dug out by the Governors. Back set, Olsen looking near side. Dug out by Elwood. Yankton's got to go out of system. Kudera with the bump set. And that one puts it away. It's the second time tonight Yankton's had to go out of system, and it ends up in a kill. This one put away by Tyann Bestie. 5-3 your score now. Yankton leads in set number 1. Olsen goes back to serve. Her serve gets up and over and down for an ace. Let's take a look at that one again. Your Vision Care Associates replay. Olsen just put it in the perfect spot in the back line. Governors weren't quite ready for it. And it just sits in between two defenders in the back. Olsen serves again up and over. And that one down again for another ace. Back-to-back points for Yankton. They lead 7-3 here. And Berkeley Olsen has been getting points in any way she can. 2 aces, 2 kills in this opening set. Responsible for 4 of Yankton's 7 points. Her serve this time dug out. Almost a hat trick of aces. It will be as they can't return. Another point for Berkeley Olsen and the Gazelles. They now lead 8-3 over Pierre. Still set number 1. But this is what we wanted to see from Yankton. Talked about in the pregame, a key of trying to take control of the game early. Olsen with the serve. 4th straight point off of a Berkeley Olsen serve. 9-3, your new score. And Berkeley Olsen now up to 6 points in the opening set. Gazelles got 9 total. Serve up and over from Olsen. Out of system go the Governors. Bump set and into the net. Can't return there for Pierre. An attack error leads to a point for Yankton. We're going to get a timeout taken. Timeout's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. We're going to come back in 30 seconds and keep things rolling here from the Summit Activity Center. Back in 30 seconds.
Feeling like your energy's taken a time out? Do you suffer from poor sleep, joint pain, irritability, hot flashes, or brain fog? It's time for your comeback. At Glow Aesthetics Med Spa, our Bio-T hormone replacement therapy can help restore energy, balance, and vitality so you can feel your best anywhere life takes you. It starts with a simple consultation and lab work. Then we customize your treatment to fit you. Don't sit on the sideline of life. Feel your best. Book your consultation today at theglowsd.com. That's theglowsd.com.
Quick break out of that timeout. Once again brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Berkeley Olson to serve again. Her serve up and over, and that one's too far. So Pierre back on the board for the Governors. But a long run of serves there for Berkeley Olson proved to be fruitful for the Gazelles. 4 points directly off of her serves. 10-4. Yankton leads here in set number 1. Serve up and over for the Governors, dug out by Kudera. Back set, Elwood looking far side to Schramm. Joint effort between a couple Governors there, but Waldron and Schleckaway could not get there. 11-4 your score. Schleckaway and Waldron, both with great effort. Second kill of the match for Schramm. Third assist for Elwood. Serve up and over for Yankton, and not able to return over for the Governors. Another point off a serve, 5th time tonight. And we're only 16 points total into the opening set. 12-4, Yankton now leads over Pierre. Back to serve again goes Jordan Kudera. Kudera aiming for the back corner. That one dug out by Schleckaway. Kill attempt, blocked at the net, but falls on Yankton's side. Able to beat the blocker there for the big kill was Marina Bushbaum. Bushbaum, a 5'9" junior, putting the Governors back on the scoreboard here. 12-5 your score. Yankton up 7. Serve over. Front set. Elwood looks near side. Gets past the blockers there for Ellie Drotzman. First time tonight we're calling her name. And she's on the scoreboard with her first kill. Yankton now leads 13-5 over Pierre. Lola Keenholz checks in, the senior. She replaces the junior Allie Keys on the floor. Back to serve here for Yankton goes Elena Nelson. She just rotated in with Brenna Elwood. So Elwood out, Nelson in. The Yankton runs this two-setter system. And here's Nelson on the serve. Up and over, dug out by the Governors. Falling back to Yankton's side. And a little bump set there from Nelson. Trying to beat the block was Yankton, but they can't get it down to the floor. Sent over by Pierre, popped up by Olson. Bump set, Nelson looking near side, beats the block and gets the kill there for Tyann Bestie. Her second of the night, the first assist for Nelson. And Yankton now up 14-5, commanding lead here in set number 1. Elena Nelson goes back to serve again. Nelson gets her serve over, dug out by Schleckaway. Back set, looking near side for the Governors, and that's going to be a kill for Bushbaum. Her second of the night already. It was Schleckaway on the assist. This is the defensive specialist. So Prunty goes back to serve. 14-6 your score. Yankton returning fire, blocked at the net. As Gracie Gutzman on the kill attempt. Now go backside to Bestie, and Bestie this time beats the blockers for the kill. Went near side at first. Pierce shut it down. Got to go far side, and Bestie puts it away. 15-16, Yankton back up 9. Bestie goes back to serve. Serve up, over, and too far. Service error leads to a point for Pierre. 15-7. Governor's going to take the serve back as well. Substitution being made here. Molly Olson checks in. She replaces Bushbaum. And Olson goes back to serve. Her serve gets over. Dug out by Bestie. Set to Olson, and that one went out the side of her hand. Went outside the antenna. An attack error leads to a point for Pierre. 15-8. Governors closing in a little bit more here on Yankton. Still the opening set of our match. Brayden Butler here live on KYNT and KYN TV. That one leads to a point for the Gazelles. Excuse me, for the Governors. $15-9 your score. Another serve over in Yankton. A little bit of a scramble drill. They just push it over to reset. Olson with the front set. Middle of the net. Hits off of a blocker. Kudera saves it. Now set middle of the net for the Gazelles and put away by Gracie Gutzman. Gutzman, the senior, the lone senior on this Gazelles squad. She was assisted by Elena Nelson on that one. Her second for Nelson. Check that. That's Nelson's third. 16-9 your score. Serve goes into the net. Make it 16-10. Hallie Wortman checked into the game for a moment for the serve. The serve ended up as an error, so a serve now for Pierre. Serve up and over here from Shekaway. Front set. Nelson goes near side. Berkeley Olsen beats the initial block. And they're going to give the point to Yankton as well. An infraction called against Pierre. So make it 17-10. Yankton on top by 7. Brenna Elwood checks in. She'll go back to serve. She replaces Elena Nelson. Madison Gukaisen checking in as well for the Gazelles. And serve from Elwood goes off of the shoulder of Keys, and Pierre isn't able to return. So a point for Yankton off the serve from Brenna Elwood. Elwood goes back to serve again. 18-10. Yankton leads here set number 1. Gazelles took control of this set early. Pierre's been trying to battle back. Olsen with the back set. Going near side for the Governors. That one's out of play, and it's ruled that it wasn't tipped at the net, so an attack error leads to a point for Yankton. 19-10. Gazelles on top. A lot of power on that shot, though, from Waldron. This one popped up. Bump set. Goes far side to Keys. Saved away. Yankton goes out of system. Kudera. Bump set. Middle of the net. Bestie aiming for the back corner. And out of play, just over the line. 19-11, Yankton up 8 on the Governors. Hadley Hart, the senior libero, serve. Her serve popped up by Kudera, bump set Yankton, and Schramm just sends it over and out of play. There was a lot of miscommunication there between the Gazelles, a couple different players out of position, at least to a point. For Pierre, one of the easiest ones they've gotten so far tonight. I don't think they'll complain too much. 19-12, Yankton on top by 7. Pierre trying to form a rally here late in set 1, and that might be the way to do it. Service ace for Hadley Hart. Governors on the board again, 19-13. Yankton up 6 in the opening set. Hart goes back to serve again, trying to recreate her last one. Left-handed serve, popped up by Kudera. Out of system, Olsen sets to Schramm, sent over and saved away. Olsen now, this is Molly Olsen, sets up Keys, but no kill there. Berkeley Olsen sends it over for Yankton. Out of system go the Governors now, set to Keys again. Little change up there, and it's gonna work. Allie Keys, for the 3rd time tonight, puts her name on the kill sheet. 14th point of the opening set for Pierre. Timeout taken on the floor, this one taken by the Gazelles. We'll take it with them. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton leads set 1, 19-14 over Pierre. We are back in 30 seconds here at the Summit Activities Center.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Welcome back here, KYNT, KYN-TV, also streaming live on our sister station, KCCR in Pierre. Big thank you to all the Governors fans tuned in tonight listening to this matchup between the Gazelles and the Governors at the Summit Activities Center. Out of the timeout, Yankton leads by 5, but Pierre gaining momentum, and they're going to, able to get it over there. No, it was Kudera slid under the net as she went diving for that one, so they can't return fire for the Gazelles. 19-15 your score. Yankton now holding on to only a 4-point lead. This was just an 8-point lead a few moments ago. Serve up and over for Hadley Hart, dug out by Kudera. Bump set from Olsen, out of system, goes to Bestie, saved by Hart. Molly Olsen, back set, looking near side for Pierre, dug out in the back line by Bestie. Elwood with the back set, far side, sent home and put away. Madison Gukaisen on the score sheet. 5th assist for Brenna Elwood, and it puts 20 on the board for Yankton. They lead by 5 here in set 1. Serve is into the net for Berkeley Olsen. A long run of service for Yankton. Last time Berkeley got the serve. Not the same tune here. Immediately back to the Governors. 20-16 your score. Waldron to serve, up and over. Dug out by Bestie, and that one's going to be an ace for Waldron. Sloan Waldron, the senior, trying to lead her team on a comeback here in set number 1. Yankton only leads by 3. The Gazelles were out in front early. Pierre refusing to go away. Owen dug out in the back line. Bump set by Elwood. Goes near side. Bestie beats the initial block, but saved by the Governors. Back set. Waldron was looking for Bushbaum. Can't get there. Gukaisen now on the kill attempt. Too far. Attacking error. And we got a 2-point game here at the Summit. Yankton only up 2 on the Governors here in set 1. Timeout on the floor. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling, and we're going to take it with them. Yankton leads Pierre 20-18 here in the opening set. We're back in 30 seconds here on KYNT and KYN TV.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
$20-18 your score here in set number 1. Yankton leads Pierre, but the Governors have all the momentum. Back-to-back timeouts have been taken by head coach Taylor Stacy of the Gazelles. I see the Bucks freshman football team walking back into the building here. I believe they were playing Sioux City East today, so if anybody has the final result for that game and my number, send it my way. Back set here from Elwood as we come back to live action, and Gukaisen's kill attempt is blocked at the net. And the way they're celebrating, I believe that was Addison Novotny on that one. Big block for Novotny. And now it's 20-19, only a 1-point differential. Pierre has battled almost all the way back here in the opening set. Elwood set, middle of the net. Schramm has her kill blocked. Elwood set, goes further this time to the near side. That time it's put away. Tyann Bestie with a little bit extra on that one. Let's look at it again in your Vision Care Associates replay. The initial kill attempt from Yankton in the middle of the net was blocked, saved. Elwood goes back with it, near side antenna, and Bestie with just a power shot to put things away. 21-19, Yankton leads Pierre. Serve up and over, dug out by Hart. Here's a set from Waldron, goes middle of the net, saved by Kudera. Elwood, near side, looking Bestie's way again. It worked last time and it works again. 22-19, Yankton. Couple points back to back after a long run from the Governors. It's Bestie's 5th kill of the match, 7th assist for Elwood. Serve up and over from Kudera, too far. Just misses that back line. That was a close play for that back judge. 22-20 now. Yankton up 2. Governors with the serve again. It's up and over by Keys. Dug out by Kudera. Bump set. Elwood goes far side. Looking for Tyann. Bestie beats the blockers. Gets the kill. It's Bestie's world right now in this set. We're just living in it. Her 6th kill. The 8th assist for Brenna Elwood. Those two, a couple of freshmen, are linking up very well. Elwood's going to check out here. She's replaced by Elena Nelson. Gukaisen checks out as well. Gracie Gutzman in her place. It's Bestie, Olsen, Drotzman, and Kudera out there with her. On the serve, 23-20. It's up and over. Set, middle of the net. Waldron, kill attempt blocked by Gutzman. Now sent back over by the Governors. Back set, Nelson looking for Drotzman, saved away. Big dig in the back line by Kienholz. Set near side, Governors get the point. Big kill there, and it belongs to Bushbaum, her 3rd. 23-21, an exciting opening set so far between the Gazelles and Governors here on KYNT and KYN TV, as well as simulcasting on KCCR over in Pierre. Serve up and over for the Governors. Dug out by Olsen. Back set. Nelson looking far side to Bestie. She's been the one that's got it working here late on in this opening set. Pierre sends it over to reset the defense. Nelson, set. Bestie takes a little bit off the top on that one, like a good changeup in baseball. And we have set point here in the opening set. Tyann Bestie, her 7th kill of this set. The 5th assist for Elena Nelson. Yankton 1 point away from taking set 1. Back to serve goes Tyann Bestie. Bestie serve up and over. Diving save made. Pierre able to return. Dug out by Kudera. Nelson set, middle of the net, looks for Gutzman, beats the initial block. Pierre gets it over. Drotzman was trying to put it away, but ends up putting it into the net. Little error there for Drotzman. That one was just floating back to Yankton's side of things, and it's a game of inches, a couple more inches, and we might be talking about an opening set victory for the Gazelles. 24-22 your score. Cross-court set. Pierre tries to push it over, blocked by Gutzman. Sets up again. Gutzman sends it back home again. Pierre able to return one more time. Nelson set, middle of the net. Gutzman a 3rd time. This one puts it away, and that's the last point of set number 1. Let's watch that final point again on your Vision Care Associates replay. Yankton takes set 1, 25-24, or 21-2, excuse me. Beautiful rally from Pierre trying to save it, but the set, middle of the net, Gutzman with the big swing and puts it away. Gracie Gutzman had 2 kills in that opening set. The biggest one for the Gazelles makes it a 25-22 opening set victory for Yankton. When we come back, we'll have your intermission break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're back in 1 minute, just 60 seconds, and we're back here at the Summit Activities Center.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With Optomap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. Optomap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your Optomap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV, also simulcasting live on our sister station, KCCR in Pierre. Gazelles take set 1, 25-22 over the Governors. Looking at your first set stat recap, 3 kills led the team for Pierre by 2 different players. Marina Bushbaum had 3 of her own, and also having 3 was Allie Keys. Asin Novotny had a kill as well as a block for the points for Pierre. As for Yankton, 7 kills led the way for Tyann Bestie. 6 assists for Elena Nelson, only one up by 8 assists from Brenna Elwood in that opening set. Berkeley Olsen credited with 4 aces as well. Your stat recap for the opening set of this matchup here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Stat recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. They're on 4th and Broadway here in Yankton. Back to live action for set number 2. Yankton leads 1-0. They're announcing the winners of the raffle here before the game. It is pink out night. PA man Justin Brunick gets a high five from Giselle, mascot here. First serve of the second set up and over. Pierre on the serve. Cross-court set goes far side. Well, near side as our camera sees it on KYN-TV. And Nora Schramm puts it away. Opening kill of set number 2, assisted by Brenna Elwood. Olsen to serve as Yankton leads 1-0. Gazelles went on an early set run with Berkeley Olsen's serve back in the opening set. Out of system here go the Gazelles. Schramm sends it over. Dug out by the Governors. Waldron with the cross-court set. Looking for Keys. Puts it away for the kill. Big kill there for Allie Keys. Her first of the second set. Ties us up at 1 each. Serve up and over. Dug out. And a ball is rolling on the court. And we're going to redo that point as a ball start rolling out on the court. That's dangerous. Still 1-1. Serve up and over. Dug out by Yankton. Here's a set. Goes middle of the net. Berkeley Olsen attacking from the back line. Can't find a home. Now Keys with a kill attempt. Too much on that one. Leads to a point for Yankton. 2-1. Gazelles lead the Governors. Kudera to serve here for Yankton. Gets her serve up and over. Dug out by the Govs. Middle of the net set. Looking for Keys. Beat the initial block, but saved away. Elwood, back set. Far side. Looks for Gukaisen. Dug out in the back line by Shekwe. Out of system, go to the Gazelles. Kudera with the bump set. Looks for Bestie. Saved again. Falls back to Yankton's side, and Ellie Drotzman had an attacking error at one point in this one. Doesn't have it there. That's a point for the Gazelles. Serve up and over. Back set here for Pierre. And blocked at the net. Combination. Bestie was there as well as Drotzman. I'm going to credit that block to Bestie. (4-1) Yankton leads. Serve up and over here in set number 2. A little fake set there from Olsen. And they're going to say it was an infraction against Pierre. Going to lead to a point for the Gazelles. 5-1. Yankton leads here early set 1. Molly Olsen caught the Yankton defense napping on that one. Back when I was in college at the University of South Dakota, there's a setter for the Coyotes, Madison Juergens, who used to do that move quite often. Fake the set was a way to get points for her. Olsen trying to do that there. Here's a back set from Olsen. And that's blocked at the net and sent back for a point for Yankton. (6-1) now, Yankton leads. Jordan Kudera to serve again for the Gazelles. Her serve gets over. Dug out by Olsen. Cross-court set, Waldron. Saved by Berkeley Olsen. Elwood goes near side with the set. Looking for Tyann Bestie. Too far on that one and out of play. The attack error leads to a point for Pierre. 4-point advantage here for the Gazelles in set number 2. They lead 6-2 on pink night. Serve up and over by Waldron. Elwood with the set and put away for the kill by Gukaisen. Big one there for Madison. Gukaisen gets the serve back for Yankton and now makes it 7-2 for the Gazelles. Their advantage by 5. Serve up and over here from Elena Nelson. She just rotated in. Back set, Waldron looking near side to Keys. Dug out by Yankton. Set up to Gutzman and just sends it away on the second hit. But can't get the kill. Keys sends it over. Popped up Kudera. Front set, middle of the net. Nelson looking for Gutzman. Whistle blows. Net infraction. Leads to a point for Yankton. 8-2. Gazelles lead here in set 2. Serve up and over from Nelson. Dug out by Hart. Set, middle of the net, sent over. Saved by Olsen. Front set from Nelson. Near side was looking for Bestie, but that one saved away. Waldron with the cross-court set. Looks for Keys this time. Big dig from Olsen there and tried just to punch it over at the net. Did Elena Nelson. but couldn't get it there. Into the net for an error. 8-3 your score. Yankton up 5, but serve goes back to the Governors. If you're tuning in late here on KYNT and KYN-TV or our simulcast on KCCR, Gazelles wearing pink tonight. They're on the right. Governors on the left. They're wearing green. Set goes near side for the Govs. Nothing doing there. Bestie set up this time. And that dig went all the way back to Yankton's side of things. Nelson goes a little closer this time to Drotzman on the far side of the net. Can't get there. Olsen digs out the kill attempt from Pierre. Set to Gutzman, saved away. Back to Pierre's side. Popped up by Berkeley Olsen. Back set. Nelson looks Ellie Drotzman's way, and that one's going to go in for a kill. 9-3 your score. Good rally between the two squads there, but the third kill of the match for Ellie Drotzman. And another assist for Elena Nelson. She's up to 7. We saw this happen in the opening set where Yankton was able to get out to quite an advantage early on, but Pierre battled back late. Gazelles trying to avoid that. Pierre trying to finish the comeback here in set 2. Set to Gutzman, too much on that one, goes out of play. And the Gazelles are arguing got hit at the net, and they rule it did get hit at the net. So it wasn't too much on that one for Gutzman. It was the perfect amount. Her third kill of the match. 8th assist for Elena Nelson. 10-3 your score. Yankton on top of the Governors. Serve goes up and over, dug out by Pierre. Gets over off the dig. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera with the set. To Drotzman, nothing doing. Cross-court set. The Governors now out of system. Saved by Kudera off the kill attempt. Near side, Berkeley Olsen. That one's over the back line, and it didn't touch off a Governor on that one. 10-4 your score. Gazelles up by 6. Sierra Prunty, the junior outside hitter, checks in for the Governors. She replaces number 17, Addison Novotny. Junior in for a sophomore for the Govs. Serve up and over, dug out by Olsen. Here's a set. Nelson looks far side. Tried to push it over Ellie Drotzman, but not enough on it. Another point for Pierre. Governors with a serve again, 10-5 your score. Too much on that one from Prunty. Serve up and over here for Yankton. Actually, a point got taken off for Pierre. It says 11-4 here at the Summit. So 11-4 your score. Blocked to the net, but falls on Yankton's side. That's going to be a kill for the Governors. It belongs to Shekaway. Now it's 11-5 here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Serve up and over, diving save made for Bestie. Set to Olsen, blocked to the net. Combination of a couple Governors there. Now they go back line to Bestie on the set, still blocked at the net. And now set middle of the net, this time blocked by Yankton. And that one's going to be a point for the Gazelles. Alyssa Lowe was there on multiple blocks for the Governors, but it was 12-on-12 violence in the middle of the net as a block from Nora Schramm is what leads to a point for Yankton. Say 12-on-12. They're both wearing number 12 for those at home. Elwood with the serve up and over. Dug out by Keenholz. Cross-court set goes far side. Blocked at the net, and another point for Yankton off of the block. Schramm in there again, and Gukaisen was there as well. 13-5. Yankton up 8. 13-6. Must have fixed it from earlier when they took a point away from Pierre. 13-6 your score. Serve, or set goes up and over, just getting it over to reset the defense there for the Governors. Punched over by Gukaisen, but into the net. And net infraction is going to lead to a point for Pierre. 13-7 your score. 6-point lead for Yankton in set number 2. The Gazelles do lead this match 1-0. Serve up and over here for the Governors. Set, Elwood goes near side. Blocked at the net. Lowe was in there as well as Waldron. Gukaisen just sends it over to reset the defense. Cross court set. Bumped up and over by Keys. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera with the set. Looks for Bestie. And Bestie, that one went off a defender in the back line. So Tyann Bestie gets credited with a kill. And Jordan Kudera, jack of all trades, she's up to 5 assists in this one as the libero today. 14-7, Yankton doubles up the Governors here in set number 2. And that will change immediately as Olsen's serve goes too far out of play. 14-8 your new score. Yankton up 6. This 4-6, 4-7 deficit has been most of this second set so far. The Governors trying to battle back. Serve is dug out by Kudera. Front set, Elwood goes near side, looking for Bestie, beats the block and gets the kill. Big kill there for Tyann Bestie. A little quiet to start the second set, but she's now up to 9 sets, or 9 kills, 2 in the second set. We will not have 9 sets tonight here at the Summit Activities Center, I promise. 15-8 your score. Yankton with the serve back again. Kudera's serve up and over. And almost gets down for an ace. Pierre able to get it over. Elwood with the set. Middle of the net pushed over by Drotzman. Diving save made by Olsen. Keys with the kill for Pierre. Big kill there for Allie Keys. Her 5th of the match by my count makes it 15-9. 6-point advantage for Yankton here in set 2. Governors with the serve again. It's up and over from Waldron. Bump set. Elwood looks for Bestie. Blocked at the net. Saved by Gukaisen. Bump set from Olsen. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera just sends it over. Almost ends at a point, but a diving save made by Shekaway. Kudera with the save. Bump set. Elwood. Gukaisen sends it over to reset the defense. Set. Back set. Near side for the Governors. Blocked. Here's Elwood. Going to Bestie. She just blocked the kill attempt, but she can't get that one to fall. Goes over the back line for a point. Governors within 5 here in the second set. 15-10 your score. Yankton on top. Kudera can't control the serve, and that is an ace for the Governors. Big ace there for Pierre. On the board again, cutting the lead to 4. Back to serve again goes Waldron after her ace, and that's going to be almost another ace, but Yankton able to save it and send it over. Bump set, far side, Keys pushes it over, saved by Berkeley Olsen. Elwood with the bump set, going near side. Bestie somehow saves that one. What a save from Tyann Bestie. Still scrambling for the ball, both teams. Elwood to Kudera, lays it up to Bestie, sent back, saved. We're still going, no, there was an inadvertent whistle. Nobody's going to get the point. There was an inadvertent whistle from the official. Let's go back on your Vision Care Associates replay, see if we can see that save from Bestie. Elwood sends Bestie almost into the scorer's table and still managed to get it in play. Towed the line a little bit, but 15-11 your score. All that effort ends up in nothing for either team. And honestly, the way both teams played, neither team really deserved to lose that point. Back to live action. Governors on the attack. Keys with the kill attempt, saved by Olsen. Elwood set from the back line. Comes Berkeley Olsen and gets the kill. Yankton now leads 16-11 here in set number 2. Big kill there for Berkeley Olsen. Her 4th of the match, 1st of the second set. Elena Nelson checks in. She goes back to serve. She replaces Brenna Elwood. Gukaisen checks out as well. She's replaced by Gutzman. Serve goes too far and out of play. A service error leads to a point for Pierre. 16-12 your score. Governors within 4 of the Gazelles. Serve up and over. Dug out by Bestie. Set middle of the net. Nelson looks for Drotzman and finds a home on the hardwood. Ellie Drotzman with a big kill there. 17-12. Yankton back up 5. 4th kill of the night for Ellie Drotzman, 3rd of this set. 9th assist tonight for Elena Nelson. Bestie back to serve. Goes up and over, and it gets down for an ace. Tyann Bestie really doing it all tonight. Got 9 kills, a block, and now an ace. 18-12 your score. Yankton on top by 6. 6 points ahead of the Governors, 7 points away from taking the set, and that one goes off the antenna for a service error. Roller coaster there in the last couple serves for Bestie. Gets the ace and a point, but then gives that point right back with the error. 18-13 your score. Yankton up 5 on the Governors. And serve into the net, right back for Yankton. Service error there was Sierra Prunty. 19-13 your score. Yankton back up 6. Checking in Hallie Wortman. She'll go back to serve. Serve up and over. Wortman. Too much on that one. A service error makes it a 5-point differential. Serve goes back to the Governors as well. Wortman takes a seat. Kudera comes in to replace her. Serve is over from Olsen. Almost an ace. Yankton able to save it. Kudera sends it over. Front set, middle of the net. Olsen looking for low. Diving save from Kudera. Nelson goes near side. Looks for Berkeley Olsen and gets the kill. 20-14 your score. Yankton up 6. Second kill of the set. 5th of the match for Berkeley Olsen. Elena Nelson on the assist. Her 10th of the night. She takes a seat. She's replaced by Brenna Elwood. Gutzman checks out as well. She's replaced by Gukaisen. Yankton 5 points away from taking a 2-0 lead in this match. Cross-court set. Pierre just forced to send it over and reset. Dug out by Kudera. Set, middle of the net. Schramm beats the initial block and gets the kill. Scramble drill there for the Governors, but not able to corral it. Brenna Elwood goes back to serve. Yankton up 7. 21-14 here in set 2. Serve dug out by Hart. Olsen with the set to Waldron. She just sends it over. Bump set. Elwood looking far side. Gukaisen, and that one finds the sweet spot in the defense. And Yankton now up 8. With that kill by Madison Gukaisen. Timeout going to be taken by Pierre. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. Yankton leads set 2, 22-14. Back in half a minute.
FM 102.1 and AM 1450. KYNT, Yankton.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off or non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Welcome back on KYNT and KYN-TV, also simulcasting on KCCR over in Pierre. For those tuning in late, Yankton leads 1-0 over the Governors, and the Gazelles 3 points away from taking set 2. They got a 22-14 advantage in this second set. Timeout was just taken by head coach Carrie Wheelhouse for the Governors. And off the serve, it's going to be an ace for the Gazelles. Second ace of the match. Second ace of the match for Brenna Elwood. 23-14 your score now. Yankton up by 9. Serve up and over, dug out by Hart. Bump set out of system go the Governors, and Hart sends it over out of play. Can't return there for Pierre, so 24-14 your score. Yankton with set point now here in the second set. And it's going to be a service ace that gets them to take set number 2. 25-14 in this second set. Big win there for the Gazelles. Now 1 set away from taking a sweep over the Governors. The final service ace belonged to Brenna Elwood. When we come back in 1 minute, we'll have your set break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Yankton leads Pierre 2-0 heading into set number 3. We're back in 60 seconds.
couple days ago, a teacher came into the UPS store to print some worksheets for her classroom. As we were printing, she asked if we could help her design and print a custom banner for her school's upcoming event. Yes, we can. At the UPS store in Yankton, where for over 8 years we've been serving educators, businesses, and community members with all kinds of printing solutions. Stop by today and let us assist with your next project, and be sure to ask about our shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Your set break brought to you by Avera. Through 2 sets of volleyball, Tyann Bestie currently leads the Gazelles with 9 kills. We got 4 for Ellie Drotzman, 3 for Madison Gukaisen, 4 for Nora Schramm, 5 for Berkeley Olsen, and 3 for Gracie Gutzman. 4 blocks for Yankton as well, 2 for Nora Schramm, 1 for Gukaisen, and 1 for Bestie. 11 assists leads the way for Brenna Elwood, followed closely by 10 from Elena Nelson. Also 3 aces for Elwood in this one. As for the Governors, Allie Keys leads the team in kills. She's got 5 so far by my count. Marina Bushbaum has 3 in this one. Looking ahead to set number 3, Yankton in control of this match, but they can't rest on their laurels. It's a Pierre team that if you give them an inch, they can take a mile. Yankton wants to secure the sweep here in this 3rd set. Leave no doubt. In the end of this one, and Pierre trying to start the reverse rally. It'll take a reverse sweep for the Governors to win this one. Heading into set number 3, Yankton to serve. It's Brenna Elwood. Her serve up and over, dug out by Hart. Here's a set from Waldron. Cross court, goes far side to Keys. Diving, saving the back line by Bestie. Back set, Kudera. Olsen's kill is blocked at the net. It's a point for Pierre. Governors taking their first lead here in set number 3, albeit just 1-0, but I believe Yankton took the opening point of the first 2 sets. Pierre trying to get a rally going to start things. They put it on cruise control. Set, middle of the net. That was Novotny on the kill attempt, nothing doing there. And can't return fire there for Yankton. Elwood's set was a little too high for Nora Schramm. And couldn't get up and get it when she tried to punch it over. Just hit the top of the net and fell back to her. 2-0. Yankton trails Pierre here in set number 2. Serve up and over. Set, and it just pushed over the net by Gukaisen over her head. Kill attempt saved by Elwood. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera set up Olsen, nothing doing. Blocked at the net there on the Keys kill attempt. It was a combination of Gukaisen and Schramm. And Schramm got a piece of another block there, but it still ends up on a point and a kill for Pierre. Early 3-0 lead here for the Governors. I believe that was Novotny there on the kill. Her first of set number 3. And Yankton trails Pierre 3-0 out of the gates here in set 3. Serve up and over, dug out by Kudera. Bump set Olsen out of system and blocked at the net. Elwood now with a set to Tyann Bestie as Yankton tries to reset. Nothing doing there. Pushed over by Molly Olsen. That's going to go down as a kill. I talked about it a little earlier on. When I was at USD, I saw Madison Juergens do that a lot. Good friend of mine, shout out Tavin Carncross, called it a dagger into the heart of the defense, and that's exactly what it was there for Molly Olsen and Pierre. They lead 4-0 here in set number 3, but Gukaisen able to get a point back. Soft touch on the kill there, her 4th kill of the night, puts Yankton on the board for the first time in set number 3. Berkeley Olsen to serve now. 4-1 your scoreline. Set, middle of the net. Kill attempt there for Keys, and kill confirmed. Allie Keys, her first kill of this set. Makes it 5-1. Keys up to 7 kills by my count. Pierre up 4, serve up and over, dug out by Bestie. Elwood with a set, looking Bestie's way, back near side. Saved away, bump set, Waldron looking for Keys. That's been the go-to for Pierre tonight. Bestie on the kill attempt, nothing there. Waldron gonna front set, middle of the net. Novotny, diving effort from Elwood, and that's Novotny with the kill. Addison Novotny on the set from Sloan Waldron. And Waldron back to serve now as Pierre leads 6-1 here in the third set. Flip of the script of the opening 2 sets. Make it 7-1. Waldron with the ace. And a timeout going to be taken by the Gazelles. We'll take it with them. Timeout's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton trails Pierre 7-1 in set number 3. We're back in 30 seconds here at the Summit Activities Center.
Stay healthy this season with a flu shot from Yankton Medical Clinic. They are hosting flu shot clinics every Tuesday afternoon, 3 to 4:30, now through November 11th, along with Saturday, November 8th from 9 a.m. to noon. Walk-ins are welcome or schedule your appointment online at yanktonmedicalclinic.com. Don't wait. Protect yourself and your loved ones today with a flu shot from Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Was talking a little earlier on about the freshman football matchup. I believe it was Sioux City East for the Bucks, and Yankton did end up winning that freshman game, or so I have been told. So congrats to the Bucks freshman team. I believe that was their season finale for the freshman squad, coached by Jason Savvy and Alex Topol. And that serve goes off of a governor and bounces away. Point for Yankton off of the service error. Back to serve goes Jordan Kudera. Dug out by Hart. Front set goes far side. Left-handed kill attempt there from Bushbaum. Gets set up, looks for Tyan Bestie, but too much on that one, goes out of play. Attack error for Yankton. Serve goes back to the Governors. 8-2 your score. Serve goes up and over. Pierre able to save away the kill attempt. Try to send it over, but blocked back in the net by Gukaisen. Shekaway was just trying to send it over the net to reset the defense. Gukaisen didn't like the thought of that one and returns it right back to her with a block at the net. Back to serve goes Elena Nelson. Her serve is up and over, dug out by Pierre. Back set, looking near side, blocked at the net, and that is not going to be a point for the Gazelles. Pierre able to get it over. Gutzman on the kill attempt, nothing doing there. Cross court set for Pierre. Governors out of system, saved away. Now Yankton out of system, and they can't return. That point's going to belong to Shekaway. And 9-3, Yankton now trailing by 6 to Pierre here in the third set. Prunty comes on to serve for the Governors. It's dug out by Kudera near the net. Service ace for Sierra Prunty. Yankton now trails Pierre 10-3. Every set so far has had a moment where the scoreline is 10-4. Gutzman puts it over. Able to save it away, though, for the Governors. This set will not have a 10-4 moment. 10-3, make it 11-3, and Pierre goes up 8, their biggest lead of the night in any set. Yankton not looking like they're going to just regroup and try to set up for set 4 as Bestie sends it over for the kill. Nice little sidewinder there for Tyan Bestie. Her 10th kill of the match. Elena Nelson on the assist, her 11th. 11-4 your score. Yankton down by 7, but they lead the match 2-0. Serve up and over. Dug out by Hart. Bump set. Waldron, little miscommunication there for Pierre. Saved away by Nelson. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera sets up Olsen. Knocked away. Waldron with the back set. Looking at the net for Bushbaum. Nothing doing there. Nelson with the set. Middle of the net. This time for Gutzman. Scramble for the ball. Nothing doing. Gracie Gutzman puts it away for the Gazelles. Yankton now down 11-5. 6-point deficit. Serve goes into the net. Make it a 7-point differential. Service error leads to another point for the Governors. And Pierre's really come out strong in this third set. You can see teams at time. You forget, these are young athletes. These are 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. And sometimes it's easy to roll over when the cards are not in your favor. But the Governors have not done that in set 3. But Gracie Gutzman able to put Yankton back on the board as they set it up to her quick, fast, and in a hurry. Makes it 12-6. Pierre doubling up Yankton here. For the first time tonight, we see Maddie Smith check in. She goes back to serve. And her serve goes into the net. Smith will check out. Kudera will come back in. That error leads to a point for Pierre. 13-6. 7-point advantage for the Governors. Chuck away, serves, up and over, dug out by Bestie. Back set, Nelson looking for Gutzman. Almost got it there, but dug out by Hart on the sliding save. Lowe sends it over, saved by Kudera. Front set, goes near side. Olsen beats the initial block. Back to Berkeley Olsen. Saved again by the Governors. Attacking from the back line, here goes Pierre. Too far out of play. Bestie pulled off at the last minute, and that gets a point for Yankton. 13-7 your score. Gazelles down 6. Kukaisen checking in. Elwood checking in as well. They replace Gutzman and Nelson for Yankton. Elwood on the serve. Up and over. Dug out by Hart. Olsen, front set. Goes far side. Looking for Keys. Saved away. Back set this time. Elwood looking at the far antenna. And Kukaisen puts it away for the kill. 5th kill of the night for Madison Kukaisen. And Yankton makes it a 5-point differential here in the second set. That's the 13th assist for Brenna Elwood. She's back to serve. 13-8 your score. Dig by Keys, and Lowe just sends it over to reset. Dug out by Kudera. Front set, middle of the net, looking for Schramm. Blocked by Lowe and sent right back home. Alyssa Lowe with a big block there. Puts Pierre back up 6 here in set 3. 14-8 your score. Serve, tips the top of the net. Little pancake save there from Kudera, but it's gonna be an ace anyway for Hadley Hart. Her second of the match by my count puts the Gazelles down 7. Pierre leads Yankton 15-8. Brayden Butler here this evening, live on KYNT and KYN-TV, streaming live on KCCR as well. It's back-to-back aces for Hadley Hart. I know the Governor faithful back in the state capitol got to be happy with how they've come out in this third set. They're doubling up the Gazelles, 16-8. 8-point lead for Pierre. Serve up and over from Hart. Dug out by Olsen, but nobody's able to get there and save it. Hadley Hart with another ace. She's now up to 4 on the night, 3 straight. Puts Yankton in a 9-point hole. 17-8, Pierre on top. Can Hart do it again? She will do it again. 5th ace of the night for Hadley Hart. Yankton down 10, timeout taken. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling here in Yankton. 18-8 your score. Pierre up 10 in the third set. We're back in 30 seconds here from the Summit Activities Center.
FNBO is the great big small bank. And for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the Great Big Small Bank, FNBO, independent and family-owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Back to live action here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as live on KCCR and Pierre. Serve up, over, and too far. The run had to come to an end at some point for Hadley Hart. That timeout used by the Gazelles, almost like icing the kicker in football. Berkeley Olsen out to serve for Yankton. 18-9 your score. Gazelles down 9 in the third set. Set middle of the net goes to Keys. Saved away. Elwood. Cross-court set goes to the near antenna. Bestie tried to get it in there, and she did. Diane Bestie with a big kill there. Leading the team tonight. She's up to 11 kills. Brenna Elwood, her 14th assist. Berkeley Olsen, her serve into the net. The error leads to a point for Pierre. 19-10, the Governors 6 points away from taking their first set of the night. Looking at recent history between these two teams, 5 matchups since the start of the 2021 season. 4 of those have ended in sweeps. 1 of them was a Gazelles win. 3 of them were Pierre wins. The lone non-sweep was a 3-1 victory for the Governors just last year. Bestie sends it over for the Gazelles. They look to reset. Middle of the net, popped up and put away for the Governors. Big kill there, Addison Novotny. Makes it 20-10. Serve goes too far and out of play for the Governors. So a service error leads to a point for Yankton. The Gazelles looking down the barrel of set number 4. They lead 2-0. They'd love to make a comeback here in the third set and wrap this thing up with a minimal amount of drama. But here's Kudera on the serve, up and over, and unable to make the save. No, they do make the save. What a play for Pierre. Governors able to scramble drill. Elwood to Gukaisen, blocked at the net, falls on Pierre's side for the kill. Great defensive effort for the Governors. Scrambling, saved an ace, but point still remains all the same on Yankton's side at the end of things. Governors able to send it over by Hadley Hart. Dug out by Olsen. Set middle of the net. Looking for Drotzman was Elwood. Saved away. Bump set. Out of system go the Governors. That one knocked up by Olsen. Now Yankton's got to go out of system. Pushed over by Drotzman to reset the defense. Kill attempt. Tip the top of the net. Back set. Elwood. Gukaisen tries to push it over. Blocked at the net. Out of play. It's a point for Yankton. As Allie Keys, got up for that block, but it lands out of the zone of play for a point for the Gazelles. 20-13 your score now. Serve from Kudera is up and over, and almost an ace there. Hadley Hart struggling back to her feet as she just sends it over. Elwood, cross-court set, near side to Bestie, blocked away. Elwood off the dig, goes off the official for a point for Pierre. 21-13, Governors up. That was Novotny there, as well as Bushbaum were both at the net. Serve up and over, dug out by Kudera. Elwood, near side set, was looking for Drotzman. That one's off the net. And now Pierre 3 points away from taking their first set in this match. They lead 22-13 here in set number 3. Elwood, back set, looks for Gukaisen and drops it in perfectly in the back line. 22-14, Yankton trails by 8 now. Off that kill from Madison Gukaisen. She's up to 8 in this one. Gukaisen will check out, Elena Nelson will check in. Brenna Elwood checks out, Gracie Gutzman checks in. So it's Gutzman, Bestie, and Drotzman right now on the front line. Kudera's the libero. Back to serve and set things up is Elena Nelson. And off the serve, it's a point for Yankton. Elena Nelson, her first ace of the night, makes it 22-15. Yankton at one point in this set was down 10. It's now down to 7. Still got a long way to go and short time to get there. Set, middle of the net. Beats the initial block, but saved away. Back set, Nelson looks for Drotzman, and that's going to be a kill for Ellie Drotzman and the Gazelles, her 5th of the night. Another assist for Elena Nelson. Yankton starting to sow some doubt, but they have to be darn near perfect. Pierre's only 3 points away from taking set number 3. Elena Nelson, her serve, dug out by Hadley Hart. Front set, goes far side. Saved by Cooter off the kill attempt from Shekaway. Bestie now with a kill attempt. Blocked at the net, but goes out of play. It's a point for Yankton. 22-17 your score. Gazelles down 5 and a timeout taken. We'll take it with them. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton trails by 5 in set 3. We're back at the Summit Activities Center in 30 seconds.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV, simulcasting live on KCCR and Pierre as well. Did have a little issue during that break. Lost our video feed for a second, but got it back up and moving. So do apologize for that on KYN-TV, but everything back to normal here at the Summit Activities Center. 22-17, Yankton trails Pierre here in set 3. Governors on the attack, nothing doing there. Out of system set, Kudera to Olsen, blocked at the net. And that is point number 23 here in set 3. It belongs to Novotny. Novotny. Her second block of the night. 23-17, serve up and over, dug out by Olsen. Bump set, Kudera, Gazelles out of system. Gutzman sends it over. Saved by Waldron. And now it's Pierre out of system. Lowe just sends it over to reset the defense. Nelson, near side set. Bestie pushes it over, nothing doing. Bump set for the Governors. Looking far side for Shekaway, and she puts it away. Set point Pierre here in set 3. Serve up and over for the Governors. Dug out by Kudera. Bump set. Nelson looks for Gutzman. Too much on that one. And the attacking error means we're going to set 4 here at the Summit Activities Center. Pierre takes set 3, 25-17 over the Gazelles. Yankton still leads the match 2-1, but momentum, old cousin Mo, is wearing green right now. We're back in 1 minute with your set break here, brought to you by Avera. Back in 60 seconds at the Summit Activities Center.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
For coverage you can count on, call Brendan Hansen or Brandon Tykrow in Yankton today.
Welcome back here for your intermission break, brought to you by Avera. Visit Avera.org today. Looking at stats so far in this one, Allie Keys leads the Governors with 7 kills for her, 5 for Addison Novotny, as well as a pair of blocks. A couple kills for Alexa Shekaway as well. As for the Gazelles, they're currently led in kills by Tyann Bestie. She's got 11 on the day, followed closely by 8 from Madison Gukaisen. Assist leader Brenna Elwood, she has 17 so far in this one. Berkeley Olsen leads with 4 aces. The ace leader in the match overall, though, belongs to the Governors, Hadley Hart. 5 aces, 4 of them coming in one stretch of serves in that third set. Yankton's got to clean things up. If they want to take a match victory here in set number 3. We've re-racked them here at the Summit Activities Center. First to 25 takes set 3. If Yankton gets there first, they win the match. If Pierre gets there first, we have a winner-take-all set 5 coming your way. Serve up and over to start things off. Pierre on the serve. Yankton, a little miscommunication there. They just send it over. Front set, goes far side, looking for Keys, blocked at the net. Pierre on the attack again. Dug out in the back line by Bestie. Bump set, Elwood looking near antenna, trying to find Berkeley Olsen. Hits a trio of Governors on its way through, and Berkeley Olsen, her first kill of set number 4, puts Yankton on top 2-1. Or 1-0. I was reading the sets list right there. 2-1 sets, 1-0 here in set 4. Front set, Molly Olsen goes to Keys, knocked over. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera with the set, looking for Bestie, saved away. Molly Olsen, back set, this time looking for Waldron, blocked at the net, saved away. Waldron with the bump set, out of system. Governors just send it over. Elwood with the front set, middle of the net. Nora Schramm beats the block of Lowe and gets the kill. 2-0. Yankton leads here in set number 4. Nora Schramm, her 5th kill of the match. 18th assist belongs to Brenna Elwood. Berkeley Olsen, her serve into the net. Make it 2-1. 2-1 here in set number 3. 2-1 in the match. Yankton has the advantage on both, but Pierre has the serve and the momentum after taking set 3, 25-17. Serve goes over, dug out by Kudera. Set middle of the net. Nora Schramm puts Yankton back on top by 2. Quick fire there from Schramm. Her 6th kill of the match. 19th assist belonging to Brenna Elwood. Schramm will go back to serve. Schramm's serve is up and over and too far out of play. 3-2 your score after the service error. In all 3 sets so far, one of these teams was able to take a big lead early on. We saw a 9-1, 7-1 to open sets, a 4-2 to start things here after that service error. So a little closer than it has been out of the gate to open the set so far. See if one of these teams is able to pull away. Serve is over, but too far. Trying to find the back corner there was Elena Nelson. But the error leads to a point for Pierre. Serve is over. Back set. Nelson looking for Bestie. Bestie was arguing that it got tipped, but they're not going to get that ruling. It's an attacking error, and it leads to a point for Pierre. We're all knotted up at 4. 4 is the magic number right now. 4-4 in set 4. Here's the front set. Nelson, middle of the net. Drotzman can't make it 5-4. Back set. Waldron looking for Bushbaum there. Popped up, and it is a kill for Marina Bushbaum. Her first of this set puts Pierre on top. 5-4 here in set number 4. Serve is over. Dug out. Sent across from Nelson to Gutzman. Trying to return it over, and it goes out of play. It's going to be an error for Pierre. We're tied back up at 5. Substitution here. Lola Kienholz checks in, the senior. She replaces Allie Keys on the floor. Serve from Bestie, dug out by Hart. Kill attempt there from Sheckaway, nothing doing. Nelson with the back set. Looks for Drotzman, diving effort. Pierce still scrambling. They're able to get it over. Saved by Drotzman. Back set. Nelson looking for Gutzman. Blocked at the net. Nelson with another set. This time goes near antenna to Berkeley Olsen. Saved again by the Governors. And pushing it over, tipping the top of the net. It's a point for Hadley Hart. Hart makes a little chicken salad to put Pierre back on top. 6-5 here in set number 4. Serve up and over here for the Governors. It was Prunty on the serve. Nelson with the set, middle of the net. Gutzman can't put it away. Kill attempt, block to the net. That's Berkeley Olsen on the block, and the point for Yankton. Addison Novotny checking in. Or checking out. Serve up and over for Yankton. Back set. Waldron looks for Bushbaum. Saved by Bestie in the back line. Nelson sets up Gutzman. Blocked at the net but falls on Pierre's side. That's a kill for Gutzman and the Gazelles. Yankton back on top, 7-6. It's been a blow-for-blow fourth period so far. Fourth set between these two teams. Kudera with the serve. Kienholz pops it up and sent over by Sheckaway. Set middle of the net, looking for Schramm, saved away. Kudera saves it back for Yankton. Now going near side on the set, Berkeley Olsen powers through the block and gets the kill. 15th assist of the night for Elena Nelson. Another kill for Berkeley Olsen. She's up to 7 now by my count. Has a block and 4 aces. So he goes up and over. Front set, goes far side here, looking for Lowe, and that's going to be a kill for Alyssa Lowe. Lowe able to beat the block there. The assist belongs to Waldron. Back to a 1-score differential. Yankton leads 8-7. Serve is over. Diving save from Kudera. Nelson sets up at the far antenna to Gutzman. Pierre not able to return it back over. Point for the Gazelles. Brenna Elwood and Madison Gukaisen check in. Gutzman and Nelson check out. That was the 16th assist for Elena Nelson. 9-7, Yankton leads Pierre. Serve gets over, dug out by Hart. Front set, going middle of the net. Alyssa Lowe has her kill blocked. It was Gukaisen and Schramm there. Both of them now at 3 total blocks in this one, and Yankton leads by 3 here in set number 4. 10-7 your score. Serve up and over. Popped up by Hart. Bump set for Molly Olsen. Sent over. Elwood with the set, middle of the net. Yankton on the attack, and that one's for a kill. Nora Schramm. Up to 7 kills in this match for Nora Schramm. Timeout taken on the 4. And we'll take it with them. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser and go with Kaiser. Yankton leads Pierre 11-7. Scoreboard update from SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. We're back in 30 seconds here at the Summit Activity Center.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. 11-7 your score. Yankton up 4 on Pierre here in set number 4. Brenna Elwood to serve for the Gazelles, and it's going to be a service ace for the Gazelles. A player for Pierre, Marina Bushbaum, is getting taped up here along the sideline, and that one almost went off of her. She's getting checked on by a trainer. We'll keep an eye on that. Yankton now up 12-7, a 5-point advantage for the Gazelles in set 4. Potentially deciding set 4 if Yankton gets to 25 first. And blocked back at the net, Madison Gukaisen. It was a kill attempt there, more of just a pushover trying to get it and reset for Waldron. But Gukaisen, that's her name on the score sheet again. 13-7, that block from Gukaisen puts Yankton up 6. Elwood with the serve, a little scramble drill from Pierre, diving effort, and Waldron sends it over. Dug out by Bestie. Elwood set, middle of the net, pushed over. Nora Schramm back on the scoreboard. (14-7), Yankton doubling up here in the 4th set. Largest lead of the set so far. Both teams, every set so far, at least one 7-point lead has been had. Almost an 8-point lead there. It was blocked at the net by Olsen and Schramm. Sent over. Little hot potato right back to Pierre. Molly Olsen tried that fake set again for a kill. Doesn't work this time. Berkeley Olsen on the attack. That one does work for Yankton, and it puts the Gazelles up 15-7. Berkeley Olsen up to 8 kills in this one. Brenna Elwood up to 20 assists. She goes back to serve. Elwood serve, gets over, dug out by Hadley Hart. Front set, Molly Olsen, far side pushed over. Yankton on the return. Gukaisen had her kill blocked, sent over. Pierre to reset the defense. Elwood sets, middle of the net, tie-in. Bestie goes up for the kill attempt, but it's too far out of play. Yankton trying to attack from the back line there, and a little bit of a trick play there as well. It looked like Gukaisen rose up in the middle of the net too, trying just to throw off the Pierre defense, even though that set was to the back line. 15-8, Yankton up 7 here in set number 4. They lead the match 2-1. Gazelles 10 points away from taking this match in a 3-1 victory. There's a long way to go to get there. Set from Elwood, goes to Schramm, nothing doing. Olsen goes cross-court, set to Keys, saved away. Gazelles got to go out of system here. Berkeley Olsen sends it over. Tough play at the net, low. Resets the defense for Pierre. Back set, Elwood on the attack to Gukaisen, near the line, but out of play. 15-9 your score. Yankton up 6 now on the Governors. Serve is good for Pierre and bounces back to the Governor's side immediately off the dig. Yankton back on the attack. Tried to push it over there for Schramm, blocked at the net. Bump set Elwood, this time from the back line. Tie-in Bestie, nothing doing there. Molly Olsen set, middle of the net, looking for low. Saved by Elwood. Out of system, Kudera sets up Olsen. Saved on the back line by Shuckaway. Cross-court set, Olsen. Hart just sends it over. Now a front set, middle of the net, Elwood to Schramm, blocked at the net by Keys. Elwood this time goes across the court, sent over by Berkeley Olsen. Great rally from both teams. Pierre on the attack. Keys can't find a spot in the defense. That one goes out of play. An attacking error leads to a 16-9 lead for the Gazelles. Allie Keys has been the leader in terms of kills so far today. I have her at 9 for the Governors. Back set, Molly Olsen. Kill attempt saved away. Back set, Elwood this time. Looking at the far antenna. Gukaisen, nothing doing. Schramm saves it. Front set, back to Schramm from Elwood. Popped up, sent to Keys, and saved by Elwood. Bump set from Kudera. Out of system. Olsen attack from the back line. Nothing doing. That goes into the net for a point for Pierre. 16-12. Gazelles up 6 here in set number 4. Coming into today, we talked about two teams that are both, I don't want to say desperate, they're craving a win. Yankton's lost 5 straight. Pierce dropped 7 of their last 8. Kill attempt there for tie-in Bestie, but a great defensive play by the Governors. No, that one went out. Might have crossed outside of the antenna is what they're ruling here. So a point for Yankton, 17-10. Gazelles lead the Governors. Off the serve, Pierre just sends it over to reset. Dug out by Berkeley Olson. Near side set to Bestie, and that one's down for a kill from Brenna Elwood to Tyann Bestie. Bestie is now at 13 kills in this one. Brenna Elwood continues to distribute. I got her at 22 assists. 18-10 your score. Yankton on top of Pierre. And off the serve, dug out by Olson, so the Governor's got to go out of system. Here's Elwood, back set. Yankton trying to return, that one blocked. And a point for Pierre. 18-11 your score. Yankton 7 points ahead of Pierre, 7 points away from taking set number 4. We'll see which gap evaporates first. 18-11. Governors with the serve, up and over, dug out by Berkeley Olson. Back set, Elwood looking for Bestie, far side, gets the kill. Tyann Bestie, not the tallest player on the court, but 5'7" as a freshman. She's got room to grow literally and figuratively on the volleyball court. She's up to 14 kills. Brenna Elwood, 23 assists as she checks out, 19-11. Gazelles lead the Governors. Serve up and over here from Elena Nelson, who just checked back in. It's an ace for Elena Nelson. The Gazelles closing in on a victory here. The Governors have rallied before. Serve from Nelson. Dug out by Keys. Out of system set. Back to Keys. Attacking from the back line. Dig from Elena Nelson. So now it's Yankton out of system. Kudera to Drotzman for the kill. In system, out of system, doesn't matter. Jordan Kudera sets up Ellie Drotzman for a big point there for the Gazelles. 6th kill of the match for Drotzman. Yankton leads 21-11. Timeout taken on the floor, and we'll take it with them. When we come back in 30 seconds here on KYNT and KYN-TV, it'll be Yankton serve. Back in 30.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Little confusion on the serve there for a second for Yankton as we come back to live action. Tyann Bestie had the ball in her hands like she was going to serve it. Was informed that it's still Elena Nelson's serve. 21-11. Yankton leads by 10. They're 4 points away from taking a victory here inside the Summit Activity Center. It'd be their second straight home win, but it would end a 5-game losing streak. All those matches coming on the road. Hart sends it over to reset the defense. Nelson with the front set, middle of the net. Gutzman beats the block and gets the kill. 3 points away from taking the match are the Gazelles. Gracie Gutzman, her 7th kill. Elena Nelson, her 17th assist. Serve up and over, dug out by Hadley Hart. Cross-court set, Waldron, and not going to get there. Set got too close to the net, and the error on the Governors leads to a 23-11 scoreline. Yankton now 2 points away from taking this match 3-1. Nelson with the serve, up and over. Dug out by Shekaway. Popped up middle of the net, and kill for Pierre. It's Novotny on it there. Her 6th of the match by my count. Governors not rolling over here in set 4. 23-12. They got a mountain to climb, though. Serve from Keys. Dug out by Kudera. Nelson, back set. Looks far side of the antenna to Tyann Bestie. Blocked away by Novotny. Nelson goes near side. Blocked again by Novotny. This one hits the hardwood for a point. Another block for a point by Addison Novotny. Marina Bushbaum was there as well. Serve up and over for Pierre. 23-13, Yankton up 10. Set to Bestie, diving effort in the back line, but Bestie's gonna get the kill. And that brings us to match point for Yankton. Tyann Bestie has been a star all night long. She's got one ace. Can she get another? Won't get the ace here. Set middle of the net, sent over by Novotny. Popped up, Kudera sets it up and just sent over to reset the defense by Elena Nelson. Pierre on the attack again, dug out by Bestie. Nelson pushes it over, fake set, and that's gonna be the point to win it. Elena Nelson. 25-13, your final. Let's watch that final point again in your Vision Care Associates replay. Pierre scrambling a little bit, sends it over, and Elena Nelson takes ones out of Molly Olson's book. Olson got that work to work earlier tonight for a kill. Nelson fakes the set, sends a dagger into the heart of the defense, and Yankton wins 25-13 here in set 4 to take the match win 3-1 over Pierre. We'll break down this matchup in your post-game report. We're back in 3 minutes. This is Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, KYNT and KYN-TV, also simulcasting live on KCCR in Pierre. Back in 3 minutes.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT. Yankton.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Big news, Nebraska. Avera Health Plans is now offering Medicare supplement plans in select counties in your state. If you're looking for dependable coverage, freedom to choose your own doctors, and peace of mind with fewer out-of-pocket costs, Avera Health Plans has you covered. Call Missouri River Associates today to learn more about Avera Medicare supplements now available in Nebraska. That's 665-6885. Get the coverage you deserve with a name you can trust.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Stay healthy this season with a flu shot from Yankton Medical Clinic. They are hosting flu shot clinics every Tuesday afternoon, 3 to 4:30, now through November 11th, along with Saturday, November 8th from 9 a.m. to noon. Walk-ins are welcome or schedule your appointment online at yanktonmedicalclinic.com. Don't wait. Protect yourself and your loved ones today with a flu shot from Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV, also simulcasting live on our sister station, KCCR, over in the state capital of Pierre. The Gazelles defeat the Governors 3-1 here in your Class AA volleyball matchup. Set 1, 25-22, Yankton, and then the teams basically traded domination in sets after a close set 1. Set 2, 25-14, Yankton wins by 11. Set 3, 25-17. Pierre wins by 8 in that one. They were up as much as 10 at one point in that third set. Then here in set 4, a 12-point victory in the end, 25-13. Yankton seals the deal here at the Summit Activity Center. Let's get into your post-game stat recap now, brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business's signage, let Mayor Signs help. They're on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. These are all unofficial stats. They're kept to the best of my abilities, and I'll be the first one to admit, sometimes, fast pace of volleyball, I will miss things, and I do apologize. But unofficial stat recap here. 9 kills led the team for the Governors. Allie Keys in that one. 3 blocks and 6 kills for Addison Novotny. In the ace department, Hadley Hart had herself a day. 5 aces, 4 of them coming basically in a row in that third set. Really propelled the Governors out to a lead and eventually a win in that third set. As for the Gazelles, looking at their roundup today, I have 15 kills for Tyann Bestie to lead the team. She was followed by 8 from Madison Gukaisen and 8 from Berkeley Olson. Also with 8 on the day was Nora Schramm, so 8 was the magic number for the Gazelles. 6 from Ellie Drotzman, and then 7 from Gracie Gutzman. That's your stat recap there. In the assist department, Brenna Elwood led the way. I had her down for 23. And then 18 from Elena Nelson, so close there as well. Berkeley Olson led the team in aces with 4 for her, 3 for Brenna Elwood, and then 2 for Elena Nelson. That's your stat recap, brought to you by Mayor Signs. Head coach Taylor Stacy is up here now, so we'll take a chance to talk to her. It's your post-game coach interview, brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. They Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Coach Stacy, we bring you in here, and it feels like the energy is always fantastic, as I feel like I have to yell to make sure you can hear me over the post-game music here, but energy is always fantastic inside the Summit, but with Pink Out Night tonight, felt like more fans in attendance, and that vibe was just flowing all night long for your team. What are your initial thoughts coming off of a 3-1 win now over Pierre?
Yeah, no, it feels really good. And like I told the girls, we played really well against Brandon Valley in our third set, and so we wanted to bring that into our match tonight. And they did. They came out really strong in that first set, and they kept that lead. They did let Pierre in a little bit, but they kept that lead. And then same thing with the second set. And I think we got too comfortable in those first 2 sets, and that's kind of what happened with that third set. But then we turned it around and we came out strong again in that fourth set to take the win. And so I'm proud of the girls for turning that around and really taking it.
You mentioned you were building off of an impressive third set against Brandon Valley, who's one of the top teams in the state. I believe 3rd right now, maybe right around there in AA. So, how does it feel to get off the skid a little bit? 5 straight losses for your team, but all against some of the top teams in the state. You come back home, and it's like you guys never even left. All 5 of those matches were on the road as well, for those who are unaware. So, what was it like? What's it like to get that monkey off your back, so to speak, as we're heading into the home stretch of the season?
Yeah, it feels really good, especially just being back home. We've been on the road a lot, and so it's really nice to finally be back home and then get a win right away. And so we have another travel game on Monday, and we want to take that one for sure, since we haven't yet this season.
Let's talk about a couple players that really stood out today. You spoke at Yankton Quarterback Club last week and mentioned the youth of your team, and Tyann Bestie showing that here. I had her down for 15 kills, had a block, probably had a couple more she was involved in as well. She was up at the net a lot when she was in that front line. Also, a couple other young players, freshman Brenna Elwood, had her at over 20 assists. So the youth movement, you've mentioned it before, you got a lot of youth on this team. You got to have some sort of movement with them, but they're really growing here as they step on the floor in the varsity level.
They really are. They're gaining more confidence every game. They're gaining more consistency every game. And so I'm really proud of how far they've come this season, and there's even more to go. And so they all had a really nice match tonight. Tyann was definitely very strong up front, and then she even got some digs in the back row, and so she had a really great game tonight. And then you mentioned Brenna Elwood, and she had a really nice game too. I told her she did really well when the passes were tight and getting them out of the net before they touched the net, and that's what setters should do, and she did that tonight and really stepped up.
And then you run a 2-setter system. Brenna, the freshman, obviously getting a lot of love, but Elena, too, I had her just under 20 assists, and she gets your final point, a little fake set move. I went back when I was at school at USD, not to get too long-winded, but Madison Juergens used to do that move quite often. And so to see that again, I had a buddy who always said it was a dagger into the defense. And so it was nice to see that and her execute that really well for the final point.
Yeah, and it was perfect because we hadn't done that all match, and so they didn't see it coming. And so Elena had a very smart move to finish the match.
You mentioned it, you're back on the road on Monday. Looking ahead for your team, how do you go out and get your first true road victory? I know there was a tournament that you guys got to win at earlier this year, but your first true road victory.
Yeah, taking what we did tonight and bringing that with us, and then just figuring out how we can get off to a good start when it's not our home gym.
Well, good luck on Monday, Coach. Thanks for taking time to talk to us. Next time we'll have KYNT coverage. I believe it'll be the T area matchup.
Okay, perfect.
Coming up.
Thank
so
you.
We'll be up here
Awesome.
for that. Big thank you to head coach Taylor Stacy of the Yankton Gazelles. That's your post-game coach interview from Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. We're going to take one quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up. Back in 60 seconds, just 1 minute, and we return to wrap things up at the Summit Activity Center.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're also simulcasting live on KCCR and Pierre, as we have all night long. And first of all, I just want to thank all of our listeners and sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible. Literally would not be possible without all of you. Big thanks to Zane Becker back running the board in studio operations. Dave Lesher with him as well. And I'll give a thanks to John Winkler as well. I know he's running all of our stuff on the KCCR end back in Pierre. So a shout out to him. You're 2025 South Dakota Sports Broadcaster of the Year as well. So congrats to John. Always nice to have a Riverfront Broadcasting guy win that award there. Yankton defeats Pierre 3-1 here inside the Summit Activity Center. The Gazelles now 5-12 on the year. Pierre falls to 3-12 with the loss. Yankton's back on the road on Monday for their next match. We talked about it with head coach Taylor Stacy, but next time we're here live inside the Summit Activity Center will be the T-Area Titans in town on the 28th. So a couple weeks, just under about 12 days away for that one. Big win for the Gazelles. Thanks to all involved again as we wrap things up here from the Summit Activity Center. I've been Brayden Butler. You've been listening to KYNT and watching on KYN-TV, also on our sister station KCCR in Pierre. Until next time, stay safe. Be good people, and have a great night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to Yankton Athletics on KYNT, a Riverfront sports property and Yankton's home team. Be sure to subscribe to the KYN-TV YouTube page and hit the notification bell so you never miss the action. You can also find KYNT on Facebook, X, Instagram, and online. Remember, KYNT is your home for Yankton Athletics.